Hey guys, how you doing? So today, this will be kind of it'll be a update video on my collection. Also I'll be showing a few new tanks that I've set up. So I've got a few new herps. This isn't one of them. This is just my Since Catapopi juveniles, who are growing up fast. They're getting a lot bigger. This one especially. So there was a reptile expo in my area recently, this last Saturday, and last year I bought my fire salamanders there, but the guy who sold those last year wasn't actually vending this year, so I wasn't able to get more of those, which was kind of disappointing. But there was a vendor selling another species that I have considered getting before, but I couldn't resist when I saw them there because they were really awesome looking and they were very cheap. They were only $4 each, so that's very cheap for these guys. They're captive bred. And also I got another, here I'll show it to you right now, another Bombina orientalis. I've had her for several weeks, I just haven't done an update video. So I believe this is a female. She's very brightly colored. She's a nice bright green. And she's done really well. She's been eating well. She's adjusted to my setup very well. Also, my males have been calling a lot. I haven't seen them get in an plexus with her yet, but I've seen them try to get in an plexus with each other. But no in plexus with the female yet. But they're ready to breed, which is awesome, because that's my goal. I want to breed these guys. Next I have two tanks that I have made. Here's one of them. This is a stream style tank. You can see I have clay pot. I have a lot of clay pods. You can't see all of them, and then rocks, and I have a piece of driftwood there in the middle. I have a small land area with ferns. The driftwood also creates a land area. I have one filter there. That's just a small hang-on back filter that I just have resting on a rock in there. And then back there, you can't really see it. You can see the flow it's creating, but I have another filter that's rated for a 40-gallon tank, and this is a 40-gallon tank. It's less than halfway filled, so the water is going to be filtered quite well. Right now, there's not a ton of water flow on this end of the tank. I do want to get another water pump to create more flow if I get the species I want to put in this tank, and that species is Dicamptodon tenebrosus, the Pacific or coastal giant salamander. I don't have any right now, but I'd really like to get some. So this tank is a 40-gallon breeder. Had it for a long time. But this is really the ideal tank. The tank itself is a good tank for this stream kind of a setup, because it's not your typical tank. It's actually wider and shorter than most tanks are, which is good because then I have more area floor area to work with, because you don't really need the height since the water level doesn't need to be very high. So this is a good tank to make this kind of a setup in. The next one is this tank. This is a 30-gallon, just standard 30-gallon. So as you can see, I have some live plants. There were a lot more, but a lot of them died. I have aquarium safe wood. I have this small land area that I put in a glass divider. It's a small land area with some ferns and other plants in there. Filter back there you can see, that's the output of the filter. The glass is kind of dirty, and so is the water. Well, not really, it's just the glass mostly, but I'd like to put some Taricha granulosa in here. I also don't have them yet. They're rough-skinned newts. They're actually my favorite species. They are native to where I live, so I find them in the wild in the spring and fall, but you can't collect them where I'm at, so I have to try to find them somewhere else, whether it be online or collect them from a different state. And then also I have this, you can see, sectioned off feeding area here, and I have a salamander larva in there. So I just siliconed a piece of wood in, and essentially this is just so that cleaning will be easier. I'll just feed them in this area, so any leftover worms will just be concentrated in this area, so I can clean up easily. I don't have to try to find worms all around and sand and stuff. And so yeah, this is the tank doesn't look very good right now. It did look a lot better, but then the plants died off. And oh, lighting on this tank, it's just a small 10-gallon light, but that's okay. I didn't want to put too much light on this tank, since Dicamptodon tenebrosus usually lives in very shaded forests, or streams and shaded forests. And then this tank has, I don't know, it's a 30-gallon size light. I'm not sure what kind of light it actually is. It's fluorescent, but I kind of like it. It looks pretty good, I think. And now for the new additions that I got at the last Reptile Expo. I just have them in this little tub because they're very small, and I will keep them terrestrial until they are old enough, or until they're adults, probably, or sub-adults, in which I will then start transitioning them into an aquatic setup. And here's one right here. It is a Hypeselotriton orientalis. That is the Fire-bellied newt. Chinese fire-bellied newt. So, let's see if I can find some more. These guys are really awesome. Oh, there's another one. On their back, they're just kind of a blackish gray. They don't got much going on their back, but their belly is really beautiful. Let's see if I can find another one. There's another one back in there. I have 6 in total. There's another one. So this species is pretty much your common pet store newt, but usually those pet store newts are wild caught. But these guys are actually captive bred, which is awesome. And I'll show you what their belly looks like. Their belly looks similar to my Synops enscotopopi. They actually used to be in the same genus. Well, so these guys are in the genus Synops, and these guys used to be commonly referred to as a species in the genus Synops, and now many people think they actually belong to the genus Hypeselotriton. And that's what most people refer to them as is Hypeselotriton orientalis, rather than Synops orientalis. Let me just grab this guy so I can show you his belly. And there you go. Here, where's the best lighting? There we go. Very beautiful belly. So these guys, like I said, are just juveniles. They will get bigger, but not a whole lot bigger. They're a small species, even when adults. You know, they typically are like under 4 inches total length when they're adults. So since I have 6, my odds of getting a pair, so a male and female, is it's like 90-some%. It's in the mid-90s, I believe. So, you know, my chances are pretty good of getting a pair. So, and that's what I want. I want to be able to breed these guys when they get to be adults, so I can distribute the offspring and help stop the wild-caught market for this species. That's also part of the reason why I want to breed my Bombina orientalis. But this setup is just I just threw it together 2 nights ago. It just has kind of a more clay, like a muddy substrate on the bottom, and then towards the top there's some more topsoil kind of stuff, and then there's some hides that have moss on them, and then have these oak leaves in here, these dried oak leaves, and then down there you can see I have just a small flat feeding area. And I put a whole bunch of food out there the first night I put them in here, and a lot of food was gone the next morning, and everybody seems to be a little fatter. So that's good. They seem to have all eaten. So that's good, because some of them were kind of thin when I first got them. So they will be, you know, not like a lot bigger than these guys when they're adults. Like, not a lot bigger than these guys are right now. They're just a very small species, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. So yeah, I mean, I'm really excited about these guys. They've done really well so far, and I think I'll be able to raise them all to adults and hopefully be able to breed them. But you know, this is the genus Hypeselotriton and Cynops are both the genuses that I really like. I'd really like to be able to get some Hypeselotriton cyanuris and Cynops pyrogaster in the future, because I liked both of those as well. And then also I'd like to get Cynops sensicata and cicada, the nominate form of this species. You know, I'd pretty much like to get every species in the Cynops and Hypeselotriton genus. Just because I think it's a really awesome genus. So that's pretty much it. Just a update video for you guys, show you my new additions, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Some of the juveniles are a little bit smaller than the others, or a little bit bigger than the others. There's 2 kind of bigger ones, and then all the other ones are a little smaller. Well, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.